All right, so I do have two FMCs. One is the FMC2, one is the FMC1. So currently I am in the FMC1. So to configure the high availability, I will go to the configuration and go to the integration. Now go to the option high availability.
Sorry, will you go to where?
You will go to this system settings, go to integration.
Okay.
So once you go to the integration, it will give you option to configure the high availability.
Okay.
Click on high availability.
Okay.
Now it will ask you the option who should be the primary and who should be the secondary. So I am saying that FMC1 should be primary, and it will ask you for the secondary IP address. Currently, I do have the FQDN defined. You can see that if I say that ping FMC2.sensible.com. So I do have a DNS name for that secondary. So I will use the DNS name instead of IP address. I see that currently it is saying that this is a standalone with no high availability. So I will click on this one as a primary. So now it is asking you for the secondary. So I will say that for fmc.fixable.com. The registration key, it is asking you for this. I'm giving like a Cisco, and that's it with capital C. Or I will just say that Cisco. All the
unique NAT ID was.
No, don't worry about that one. Okay. So for secondary host name details and the registration click. So before I click on register, whatever, I will go to the standby again. Do the same thing. Because over there also have to provide the registration key. If registration key matches, then only they are going to integrate with each other. I'll go to system settings and go to this integration. Again, go to the high availability. The same options we are going to see again, but this time I'm going to select the secondary on the FMC2. And I will provide the same details, like it will ask me for the primary one. So I will just select the provider DNS name. Again, you can provide the IP address, but I do have the DNS name, which is able to be resolved. So
man, this is too slow.
Yeah. Now I will go to fmc1.systemable.com. Accept that one. Name. And let me change that one. I have taken the SSH connection to my FMC1. Now I want to make sure that the DNS name is working. So to work that one, so what I will do, I will go to the expert, because I cannot, let me see ping. You see that there is no command with the ping. So this CLI is a different CLI, but I do have the another CLI, that is the expert CLI. That means it will take you to the Linux command. You have to say ping fmc2 dot. I just want to make sure that DNS name is resolvable. So I want to ping the DNS name, and you see that it is been resolved. So this is a confirmation that my DNS name is working with respect to my FMC. I will click on exit. Again, this is the Spark CLI and this is the, what do we say, like the Linux CLI, the root access CLI. So this CLI is a different one and this CLI is a different one. With this CLI, you do have some commands which you can put over there, but within this CLI, you can do whatever you like because you are in the base Linux commands. All right, so those are the two different CLIs I want to show you. Now coming to this one, FMC2 is the secondary one. So I will say that the primary one will be fmc1.sensible.com with the registration key Cisco. And click on register on this side. Click on yes. You see that this operation may affect critical process. Don't worry about it. Click on yes. And you want to register to primary peer? Click on yes. Now click on go back to my primary. Click on register. Click on yes. And secondary peer configuration policies will be removed after Firepower Management Center availability is configured. That means it's saying that whatever the configuration you have done on the secondary, we will remove that one and we will synchronize the configuration from FMC1 to FMC2.
Mhm.
Right, you see that now once I said that register to that one, it's saying that okay, I'm going to go to the primary and register. My registration is still pending, but the state is on. You have to make sure that the state is on. If it is off, it is not going to get to the primary one. And come back to this one. Now it will start looking for the secondary. And it will take some time to all the configuration to complete at least 5 to 7 minutes. Because I don't have any configuration at this moment, that means whenever they are both are able to integrate with each other, uh, there is no configuration that needs to be synchronized. So that's the reason it will be pretty quick. But if you in the production, if you have a lot of data, depending upon the data, it will take time. It might take up to hours also. So you have to plan accordingly. And again, now what's happening is that it's already saying that, okay, I am in the high availability, but I want to know that all the configuration and everything has been completed or not. So what you can do, you can click on these notifications over here and you can go to the task and you can see that what are the different tasks running over here now. Now, currently the high availability task is running, that is configuring database file synchronization. So that means it is starting to synchronize now. It's starting a process to synchronize. So here on the task, you will see there are different tasks running at the background. And once the background configuration has been synchronized, it will come back. So currently you can see that system processes are starting. Please wait. That means my FMC has went offline, the primary one. It is now trying to configure things at the background. It will take time. As I said, it will take time at least 7 minutes. So let's see how much time it will take this time. All right, so after I think 2 or 3 minutes, right? It came back.
Yeah,
And
that's not
FMC is
bad.
still coming back. Let's go to the notification, go to the task, and you see that extracting database files. So it's currently like it's a process which is happening at the background. So one by one, it is doing everything task. Currently, FMC2 is still went out. Let me refresh once again. The only thing I need to confirm is that on the FMC2, I should be seeing that the device has been registered. Now, since 5 minutes, it is running now. It's almost like 5 minutes. See that registered. And again, here also you can see that what's the different tasks running, the same thing what is been running. But on the second day, it is showing that, okay, I'm mirroring that one. That means synchronizing the database, which the primary has. And if I come back to here, it's still, you see that it's not rotating over here. No synchronization happening, but secondary is doing that one, copying that data from the primary. So it does take time altogether to, I think it will take at least 10 minutes, the whole process to complete. So still five more minutes to go. But again, once this is going to be happening at the background, but as a primary FMC, I can go ahead and do the configuration. I can do whatever I like now. I can do the operations on the primary. No need to wait until that is been finished. But what I can do, I can go back to integration, that is system settings, integration. And I will go to high availability. And over here, I should see that information now. Secondary, okay. Synchronization complete. That's good. Any other task running? Hopefully. Don't think so. Now you see that here it says that task status failed. Vulnerability database download has been failed because I don't have access to the internet. My FMC does not have access to the internet, so that's the reason the it was not able to download the vulnerability database. But when you keep that one into auto update, so hopefully it will update it later on. Otherwise, you have to update it manually. So I'm just waiting for the primary to show up the details, and with that one, it should complete. You see that config database completed. My primary also saying that, okay, synchronization has been now completed. It almost took 7 minutes, 39 seconds. All right, here we go with the details now. So now local, that is the primary one. This is the one, and the secondary, this is the one. And whenever you want to synchronize, again, as I said, that whenever you want to upgrade or like replace the FMCs, you can pause the synchronization according to your scenario or break the high availability. Or if you want to switch the roles, you can click on over here. So the active will become primary, primary will become active. Okay, active standby. All good with that? How to configure the high availability? Any questions with respect to this one?
Yeah, it looks good.